think there's an excellent bit of testimony, pre-testimony. It's an exhibit to take that soundbite from BitBoy on the Nerd Girl stream, where he clearly explains, as the most popular influencer at that time, right, with the most eyes on, he said, we simply don't know about Hex. We didn't know about Hex because it's not adequately posted appropriately on Coinmarketcap.
I have a feeling that the largest crypto YouTuber is going to be brought into this, or at least that clip is going to be brought into this case.
Sure.
So
anybody
I've got Johnny here real quick. HexCong 999. Thank you, sir. Gotta love these broke pleb haters. Yep,
Hey,
that's right. That's right. Hey, thanks, Johnny, for showing up, buddy.
Well, I'm actually trying to get some work done, believe it or not.
You work?
Yeah, well, I still got things that only I can do. So, and I was getting the text this morning, and I've got models to paint on the weekend, so I got to get this week finished up. So, but no, yeah, so that sound bit, yes, that sound bit will be used. And what BitBoy said was, if it's not on CoinMarketCap, it doesn't exist. That's what he said. And that is what is very important. And that is very, very usable in court. Because that shows you the power and influence that they have to manipulate the markets. Okay. Now, people want to argue whether or not it's, well, they're a private company, they can do what they want. Yes, but they cannot represent themselves as being a fair and trusted site reporting accurate data from the blockchain when they're actually
exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Are they the National Enquirer? Or are they an aggregator site? What are they listing site? They have to define that. And what they have defined is they are operating as the National Enquirer under the guise of a fair and trusted site. So that's where the case falls. And as Kinetic said, this is not about Hex. This is about the opportunity that people have lost as a result of their manipulation. It's a matter of the people coming into the space being led directly to improper information. It's about gaining adoption in the space, giving people accurate information, telling the truth, holding people accountable for what they're doing, right? Plain and simple. And as far as the money and the case and the financial stuff, there will be a trust, and we are working on a mechanism to distribute it to the shareholders. Okay, so nobody has to sign anything. Nobody has to come forward. There will be a trust, and there will be a distribution that we will find to be as fair and as possible to the people that are shareholders. Okay, I don't want to disclose this information on how we're going to go about this, because as a result of this, there will be people that will rush into Hex in order to do what needs to be necessary in order to get their gains and then dump on our heads. So that's why I'm not having a discussion about how the money is going to be distributed at this time, because I'm not playing those stupid games. Okay. Everybody who says, there's a lot of people right now, how do I sign up for this? How do I sign up for this? You're in it. If you're in Hex, you're in it. This is about representing you. Okay. We are representing the whole community. You don't have to give up your anonymity. All you have to do is have your shares. Okay. That's it. And I don't want to get into it any further than that, but that's the point. So the point is, we, the plaintiffs, the group that is going forward, we're not in this to do a cash grab because we're all wealthy now. Okay, this is not about a cash grab for us. Is it about attention? Sure, it's about attention. It's about bringing attention. It's about shining a shining a bright spotlight on the corruptness in the space and about the people that are being misled. This is serious. Now, do we care whether or not we're listed on CoinMarketCap? No, we don't give a shit. Yeah. It does not matter. They cannot keep us from progressing. Now, is there damages? Certainly.
Yes.
Would we have not been at least 2x from where we are right now had we been listed properly 2 years ago? Of course we would have been. And 100%. That is how the lawyers can actually calculate damages. Now, we're a $200 billion market cap. You think we could be up at least 2x?
Yep, absolutely.
So 100%. They don't understand the amount of damage that has occurred, right? They don't understand the amount of damages that can be proven as a result of their behavior, right?
Yep.
And they have never had anybody stand up to them at this point. Why? Because most projects die. They could ghost them out of existence. Well, guess what? You're not ghosting this one out of existence.
Nope.
All right. Now you got a problem because you made a bad choice.
And the strongest of movement, so to speak, are always the grassroots ones, the ones that are organic, that are community led. And you ain't beating this community. I'm going to tell you that right now.
We wouldn't have a country if we didn't stand up for ourselves. Now, would we?
And most crypto projects have broke plebs in them, and we don't.
Well, that's exactly it, right? Nobody has had enough money to stand up to them.
Yeah.
Because their projects or products or whatever they have going never made it to fruition because they were being gatekept. So how many innovations may have actually occurred that never gained any sort of adoption as a result of this curation that Coinmarketcap is doing under the guise of a fair and trusted site?
Mm-hmm.
This is a bigger issue than, that's what the haters like to do. Oh, they're whining because they're not listed properly. We don't care. You're the ones that are being lied to. We are representing the whole entire crypto space and letting the whole entire crypto space that you will be held accountable. That's it. You will be held accountable. If you want to talk smack, you will be held accountable. Period. That's all there's to it.
Yep, I'm going to have an office on K Street to do all the lobbying for the crypto space, and it's going to be paid for by Binance. Indirectly.
I love it. I can get behind
guys,
that.
Well, what's the schedule here? I mean, this has to be reviewed. This is the first filing. It has to be, they have to have a moment or two, 2 weeks or a month to respond officially. And then the judge has to weigh in whether or not this is class worthy or not. Is that correct? What's the schedule? What's the next step?
Yeah. So it's officially filed. It's a matter of public record. The complaint is so you have to first you start with a cease and desist, which they ghosted. Okay.
Yep.
That allowed us to move into the next part of the process, which is filing the complaint. Now the complaint is submitted to the court, and now a hearing has to be set. Okay. So yes, this is a process. This has been something that's been being worked on for the past 6 months. Okay. It does take time, and this is going to take time, but it's for the right. It has to be done. Okay. It just simply has to be done. So if you're looking at it as, we're not even looking at this in the sense of money. Are they accountable for a large sum of money? Yes, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point here. Are they held? At this point, they're going to have to pay something. There is no turning back. The attorney's got to get paid. This has to continue to go forward. Okay. The attorneys are getting a significant amount of money as a result of winning this case. The problem they're going to have is finding a prestigious attorney that is willing to go up against our attorneys. They are going to have a very difficult time getting anybody worth their salt to risk their reputation on the amount of evidence that we have to present against them.
I wish I could tell you guys about this team. All I can say is they're just amazing.
So
they're not the local attorney down the block that handles family court cases. Let's just put it that way.
They can be Googled. I mean, you can look them up. You can look up the law firm. They've been up against Amazon. They've been up against Google, and they've even went up against the government themselves. They're not afraid. They're not shy. They are wanting blood. They see an opportunity here. Okay. All I did was pay the initial fee. The community raised the rest of the money for the attorney's fees, and the wolves have been set loose. And the wolves are not going to let go until they get every last chunk of meat off that bone, because they're getting paid a percentage of that total settlement. Okay. So they're going to do what's in their best interest, right?
Yep. I did want to put this up from Freddie Quotes. The damning part is that they're pushing their own crypto over others for financial gain. That's pretty damning. So you've hurt other projects in order to make your coins rank better.
Now they could do it if they weren't under the guise of a fair and trusted site, and they were listed as such, but they promoted themselves that way. You've got your top influencers saying if it's not a Coinmarketcap, it doesn't exist. They've got paid sponsorships. You know, we could pull accounting records. We could literally see when they were paid the shill what, you know. I mean, this can get really, really nasty, really, really ugly, opening every closet, every door. And they've been warned for the past year. It's not like this has been out of the blue that this thing just suddenly occurred. They've been warned. They've been warned. They ignored us. They think it's funny because they've been under control for so long. Nobody's stepped forward to punch the bully in the nose and say, hey, knock that off. And if somebody doesn't do it, they will continue to manipulate the whole space and be harmful to adoption for years in the future, right? This should not be allowed. Period.
Yep. Someone asked in the chat earlier what my prediction was. They said Wales' prediction was $10 by the end of the year. I think with the PR that this is going to bring, I think finally we'll have that $10 that we should have had already. That's BDN asked.
Let's go.
Yeah. So here's the joke though is the fact that when initially the discussion was with the attorneys and we were building the case, it was they did what? They did what? How did they do that? How are they doing this? This does not work in the real. How in the hell are they getting away with this? You got okay. Sign us up. Let's do this because like what their behavior does not work in the real world. Nope. It only works in a confined space where no one challenges them. Correct. That's the only way that it works. Okay, and it has worked because nobody's been in a position to challenge them. That's it.
Well, I think it's just a simple fact of the matter that you have a bunch of children here. You don't have adults in this space, period. The promise coin space is full of children.
Look at how they reply. Watch how they reply.
I mean, just look at with the whole Alexander scenario. I feel like that made it obvious. You have the goal to tell me all of those people knew this guy was scamming and nobody ever said a thing or knew a thing. I highly, highly doubt that. In fact, I presume that all of them are scamming each other and they just deal with it because they know the money's ever flowing.
Yep.
Because CZ is paying for all of that.
Go to the police. The crooks don't go to the police. Exactly. Scammers don't take people to court. Soak that in for a second.
Right? Exactly right.
It's like people are like, why isn't Richard pursuing this? If this is the right path, why isn't Richard pursuing it? Because Richard's a nice guy. You know how many people he could hold for liable?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
He could sue the shit out of a whole bunch of people.
Anybody he's been on stream with, he could fucking sue. Period.
Yep.
End of discussion. That's a fact, not an opinion. End of discussion. For anybody that's sitting out there and doesn't know it, you're fucking welcome. So you might want to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you cannot call a person a scammer and a criminal and imply that they're doing illegal activities without
only in crypto, only in the promise coin space can that shit fucking work.
Yeah, without proof because that is liable and slander, and you can lose your ass. You can say you don't like somebody, you can say somebody's an asshole, but when you start making criminal allegations, those are false allegations.
A whole nother level.
You can lose your ass.
And that's not just slander. That's not just slander. That's libel when you do it on a live stream in a medium form. Yep, that is libel. That is to a whole
you
other
can be
level.
held accountable for damages for the amount of followers that you have.
Yep,
Soak
absolutely.
that in.
So
the
T.
more
Gray,
followers you got, the more liability you've got.
Yep. Kids
so anyway,
with lots
guys,
of money. Yes, they are kids.
I just wanted to throw the smackdown. You know, kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on behind the scenes. Let everybody know. Just relax. The wolves are gonna chew up the bone and spit it out, and we'll get this all taken care of here shortly. So it's not a big deal. I'm glad everybody's excited. It's not all me. There's multiple people. We got one down here, right there below me. We got one down there. It's multiple people that have come together to make this happen. All I did was I bought some fireworks, guys. I bought some fireworks, and we're gonna light them off. We're gonna have a good old celebration.
They're fun.
Thanks for coming on, Johnny. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, Johnny. Thanks man. That was awesome of you to come on and tell us this. So.
Yeah.